he's on the verge of trying to catch a serial killer. And why is that significant to the last society? The whole premise of that story is this is what happens when a society collapses. You have demons start to walk the streets, prey on people, the innocent, the young, the vulnerable, our women, our children. And somebody has to be on those front lines to stop it. At this point in Detroit, Detective Ron Farrell is the best the city has got. He is so tormented from one incident alone. Detective Farrell killed a 4-year-old little girl, shot her dead in her damn chest when he was serving a drug warrant. His wife left him, took his child. And that's when the drugs came in. That's when the drinking came in. Now, in my life, nah, it wasn't getting that bad. I was not on any drugs. I was not a cop. Like I said, I just wrote this story here, a creation of my mind. But I was going through some pain. I wrote that story in the Dominican Republic, doing a reset on my life. I wanted my lick back. I had been through some things. So no, I was not doing any drugs, but in the DR, maybe I was drinking a little too much, partying a little too much, met some beautiful women down there. I got my lick back. I regained who I was. And I released all that pain on Detective Farrell. That was what was in my mind when I wrote that. How Detective Farrell ended up killing a crackhead is because he was trying to escape his pain. I can give you this much without giving you too much spoilers, right? This is definitely not going to be the end of this story. Detective Farrell, he pulled up to an abandoned warehouse on a lady friend of his. This lady friend of his was a prostitute. She was a junkie, but they had been friends for eons. He wanted to get high. So he made his way upstairs in this abandoned warehouse to meet his junkie queen. He's getting high with her, and he thinks he hears something in the hallway. He thinks it's the serial killer stalking him. He comes out in the hallway with his weapon drawn. He heard somebody moving around him, turns around and fires. Why? He killed the crackhead. When I create these characters, I am them. They are me. As Detective Farrell, I killed the crackhead. How did I justify that? You can't justify that. But what you can show is how corrupt society is. Because Detective Farrell was so good at his job, he covered that up. I'm not gonna tell you how he covered it up. But he swept that crackhead right up under the rug. That was something else I wanted to show in that story. Is that how can you devalue somebody's life because they have a problem, because they're in pain? Detective Farrell, me in that character, was dead wrong. Detective Farrell was in pain. I was in pain. That crackhead was in pain. Why did Detective Farrell shoot and kill him? On accident, of course, but cover it up. His bosses covered it up because he was the best the city had to catch this heinous serial killer. Sick as it is, this story is based on true events. Not just for me creating it, but like I've told y'all, for some reason, 4 out of 4, every story me and my cousin wrote has come to pass. I've heard a similar story to this about a corrupt cop who's the one who had to catch a serial killer. And that story took place after I wrote Murder Men. If you'd like to finish this story of Murder Men, I put the link in my description box. Of course, the book is The Last Society. It's available in paperback or ebook. And to leave you with this, When I found myself writing Detective Farrell's story on that beautiful beach in Punta Cana in the DR, standing up as a man, 10 toes down, and challenging myself and challenging my audience. The last society came from this thought alone. When the good suffer as much as they are in the 21st century, when the righteous has been persecuted as much as they have, with all this technology, all this knowledge, all these resources we have, we're going backwards as a society. The world must be coming to an end. And before you pass judgment on me for what I write as a Black author and the things I've seen and the things I know, ask yourself this: are the words that I write and the thoughts that come in my head and these 500 characters I'm dumping on y'all through these books, one book after another, am I sick, or is it society that I'm writing about that's sick? Thank you for tuning in. God bless. One team.